From being crowned the best goalkeeper in the world, to sitting on the bench for Chelsea, and eventually being sold to the Saudi Pro League, Edouard Mendy is one of the most dramatic zero-to-hero stories in football. But was he truly a one-season wonder, or is there more to his journey? Let's explore the shocking story of how Edouard Mendy became a professional footballer at 24 when most players are already in their prime. Edouard Mendy's story begins in Montevideo, France in 1992. Born to Senegalese and Guinean parents, his footballing journey started when he joined Les Havres Academy at just 7 years old. This was the same academy that had produced stars like Paul Pogba, Dimitri Payet, Benjamin Mendy, and Riyad Mahrez. At first, it seemed like Mendy was destined for greatness. However, by age 13, his dream began to unravel when he lost his spot to another young goalkeeper. It was a crushing blow to his aspirations. By age 19, Mendy was playing for Cherbourg in France's 4th tier, without much hope of breaking through the first team due to lack of playtime. His first season saw his team achieve promotion, but he didn't play a single game. Over the next 2 seasons, as Cherbourg's fortunes declined and they were relegated back to their 4th tier, Mendy began to see more playing time. However, by 22, his contract expired and his agent disappeared, leaving him without a club. He tried to secure a trial with several clubs, but none was successful. Mendy's mom advised him to register at a job center for unemployment benefits. After registering, he was unfortunately told that they could not help him find a new club. It seemed like his footballing dream was over. Mendy reflected in an interview, "I was ready to give up. My family was expecting a child, and I was preparing to find a regular job. Then, out of nowhere, Marseille called. Marseille's call was a lifeline. It turned out that a former teammate, Ted Love, had recommended him for a trial, and Mendy was offered the chance to be the 4th choice goalkeeper. Determined to seize the opportunity, he gave everything in training. The coaches were stunned by his performance. His hunger and talent shone bright, and they could not understand why no club wanted him. By the end of 2015, at 24, he signed an amateur contract at Marseille. Let's take a moment to celebrate good friends. A friend in need is indeed a friend. Mendy's friend threw him a lifeline that would change his life forever. Mendy played at Marseille that season and did enough in the handful of matches he played in to earn interest from other clubs in France. In 2016, Mendy signed his first professional contract and joined Stade de Reims in France's 2nd tier as a 2nd choice goalkeeper. His first season was challenging, with only 8 league appearances and a demotion to the B team, but everything changed when David Guan became the manager. He gave Mendy a chance on the first team, and boy, he stepped up, keeping 18 clean sheets in 34 appearances. Reims conceded just 24 goals all season, the fewest in the league. This was 38% fewer goals than in the previous season. It was clear the big man was making the difference. His performances helped the team win the Ligue 2 title and secure promotion to Ligue 1. In Ligue 1, Mendy picked up from exactly where he left off. He played all 38 games, keeping 14 clean sheets, the 3rd highest in the league. The newly promoted Reims shocked Ligue 1, finishing 8th. It was an incredible achievement for a freshly promoted side in football. His performance earned him a call-up on the Senegal national team, where he debuted in a 1-0 win over Equatorial Guinea on the 18th of November 2018. He became Senegal's 1st choice goalkeeper leading up to the 2019 African Cup of Nations. In 2019, Rennes signed Mendy for an undisclosed fee, believed to be €4 million. Imagine how his fortunes had quickly changed, from unemployment and his hope of playing football dwindling to now costing €4 million. Well, this was just the start. Mendy's debut season at Rennes was nothing short of remarkable. He conceded just 24 goals, boasting the best defense record in Ligue 1 together with PSG, who had a world-class defense of Marquinhos, Buffon, Kimpembe, and Thiago Silva. His expected goals prevented stood at 4.6, underscoring his shot-stopping brilliance. Rennes scored half the number of goals as PSG, but managed to finish 3rd and qualified for the Champions League for the first time in their history. Once again, Mendy's presence was undeniable, standing at an impressive 6'4", he was an unbreakable wall in goal. His agility and reflexes were nothing short of extraordinary, earning him recognition as a standout goalkeeper who had gone under the radar for far too long. Meanwhile, Chelsea were in a crisis. Their record-breaking goalkeeper, Kepa Arrizabalaga, brought to the club at a £71.6 million fee in 2018, was underperforming, conceding 11 goals from his last 16 shots he faced. Kepa, the world's most expensive goalkeeper at the time, looked well out of his depth in Chelsea colours, making howler after howler. Desperate for a solution, Chelsea turned to Mendy, signing him for €24 million in September 2020, on the recommendation of club legend Petr Cech. Once living off unemployment benefits, Mendy was now earning a salary of £2.4 million a year. His journey up to this point was unbelievable, even to him. Reflecting on this, Mendy said, "If someone had said this would have happened to me 6 years ago, I wouldn't have even bothered to look at them." Mendy made an immediate impact once he stepped into the Chelsea goal, becoming the first goalkeeper since Petr Cech to keep 3 clean sheets in his first 3 Premier League matches. By December, Chelsea were unbeaten and had conceded just 5 goals in all competitions. Chelsea experienced a poor run of form starting from December 12th, during which they lost 5 of their next 8 Premier League matches, managing to win only 2, and conceded 12 goals. The turning point came with a 2-0 defeat to Leicester City in the Premier League, ultimately leading to Frank Lampard's dismissal and the appointment of Thomas Tuchel as his replacement. Mendy flourished again under Thomas Tuchel's defense system, during which they went on a 14-game unbeaten run, conceding only 2 goals. During Chelsea's Champions League winning campaign, Mendy helped secure a clean sheet in their 2-0 win against Real Madrid at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea was hit with an injury scare when Mendy suffered a rib injury after an awkward fall before the Champions League final. The prospect of their star goalkeeper missing the final left fans and the club in panic mode. But on May 29, 2021, Mendy proved his resilience and was ready to step up. Remarkably, just 2 years prior, he had been playing in France's second division. Now, he stood as Chelsea's best chance against Europe's most formidable team, Man City. Man City controlled possession throughout the game, but Chelsea's defense remained resolute. Then, in the 42nd minute, Kai Havertz scored the decisive goal, securing Chelsea's place as the champions of Europe. For Edouard Mendy, this marked the pinnacle of his journey. During that campaign, he tied the record for the most clean sheets in a single Champions League season, achieving 9 in 12 matches, and conceding only 4 goals. At the start of the following season, Mendy added the UEFA Super Cup to his collection of achievements. By November, he had firmly established himself as one of the best goalkeepers in the world. However, his name was notably absent when the Ballon d'Or shortlist was announced. To make matters worse, he lost the Yashin Trophy to Donnarumma, sparking widespread outrage on social media, leaving no doubt in the minds of many about who truly deserved the title of the best goalkeeper that year. Mendy didn't remain silent. In an interview, he openly questioned the situation. "If I had played for France instead of Senegal, would we even be having this debate?" In January, he eventually won the FIFA Goalkeeper of the Year award, which raised more questions about how he was not even nominated for the Ballon d'Or. Just a month later, he won the Africa Cup of Nations with Senegal, and returned to help Chelsea secure the Club World Cup, claiming his second major trophy in just 2 weeks. But the 2022-23 season marked a turning point. Although Mendy remained an outstanding shot stopper, his distribution became erratic and inconsistent. His confidence with the ball at his feet became a significant concern, as he repeatedly got caught on the ball and made errors leading to goals. These errors, compounded by injuries, changes at the club, and Chelsea's poor run on form, saw Mendy relegated to the bench, and Kepa preferred over him. Amid this chaos, contract renewal talks with Mendy and Chelsea began in September, but Chelsea's 6-year offer reportedly came with wages deemed disrespectful by Mendy, especially given Mendy's stellar contributions in his first 2 seasons. He requested double the wages that Chelsea were offering to be put on par with Kepa. Feeling undervalued, Mendy declined the offer, and negotiations ultimately fell apart. In the summer 2023, Mendy moved to Cagliari for £6 million, signing a 3-year contract. Reports suggest he now earns £9.5 million annually, a deserved payday for a player who knew this would likely be his last major contract. Edouard Mendy's story is one of perseverance, professionalism, and unrelenting ambition. From unemployment to the pinnacle of global football,